नमस्कार, एसआर टाइम के बातचीत कार्यक्रम में आपका स्वागत है। हम लगातार इस बातचीत कार्यक्रम के माध्यम से आपकी कई शख्सियतों से मुलाकात करवाते हैं। आज हम आपकी मुलाकात करवाने जा रहे हैं स्लोवेनिया देश के शिक्षा मंत्री रहे आइगोर से। आइगोर, वेलकम टू अवर शो। साथ ही ग्रेगोर हैं जो वहाँ पर मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ एजुकेशन एंड स्पोर्ट्स में जनरल सेक्रेटरी रहे हुए हैं। वेलकम टू अवर शो। नमस्कार।
नमस्कार।
बता देना चाहता हूं कि ग्रेगोर अच्छे से हिंदी समझने की कोशिश करते रहते हैं। इन दोनों की खूबियों के बारे में बात करेंगे। फ़िलहाल दोनों ही अतिथि हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं। तो आइगोर से मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि भारत की शिक्षा प्रणाली और स्लोवेनिया की शिक्षा प्रणाली में क्या फ़र्क है। सो व्हाट इज़ द बेसिक डिफरेंस बिटवीन दिस एजुकेशन सिस्टम ऑफ आवर कंट्री एंड योर कंट्री?
I believe that our country is very good in preschool education, so kindergartens. We have very good tradition and long tradition of elementary schools. Also secondary schools are very good, one of the best of Europe. On the level of university and high schools, we also have some good courses, and that's why we are coming here in India to find some contacts and to promote student exchange and teacher exchange.
देखिए, आइगोर का कहना है कि भारत की और इनकी शिक्षा प्रणाली में अंतर को तो बहुत अच्छे से बता नहीं रहे हैं, लेकिन इतना ज़रूर कह रहे हैं कि इनके देश में बच्चों को जो शुरुआती दौर की शिक्षा दी जाती है वो काफ़ी अच्छी है। और भारत आने का उद्देश्य इनका यहाँ पर कुछ एक्सचेंज पॉलिसी के तहत यहाँ आए हैं। ग्रेगोर, what you find you were related to the education ministry, so what difference you find? You know India more better than Igor, I think.
What I have found so far is that there are quite a lot of programs here in India which are very much related either to industry, either to some product or solution or software or something like that. It is not the case in Slovenia. Slovenia is more the broaden education because also the market either for the education or for the business then is relatively smaller in my country, which is the full member of the European Union, and the currency in our country is the euro.
Okay.
So basically what we were searching for is some kind of the win-win situation for both countries. So students from India to come to Slovenia to get some experience from Europe, and then from students from Slovenia to go to India to get some experience here. I strongly believe that the Western knowledge or education is not sufficiently enough, especially in the field of moral values and some traditional wisdom, which we would like to, together with you, incorporate dire
Okay.
in the system of education, so that it will not be everything so profit-oriented, but profit for everybody is much better than for the wealth for everybody.
सही बात है। शिक्षा का उद्देश्य लोगों में आपसी समन्वय के साथ साथ एक्सचेंज ऑफ स्टूडेंट्स जो होगा उससे काफ़ी फ़ायदा मिलेगा। मैं आपके बारे में आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो, मैं आपको बता देना चाहता हूं कि पीएचडी कर रहे हैं सरदार वल्लभ भाई पटेल के ऊपर और नीम्स यूनिवर्सिटी से पीएचडी कर रहे हैं। तो व्हाई यू चूजन दिस सब्जेक्ट?
I was looking quite some time for what to be the topic of the PhD I have chosen. And normally in Europe, everybody knows Nehruji, Gandhiji, but that's about it when we are talking about India. And then I have discovered and I have heard a lot about the Bismarck of India, the unifier of India, the Sardar Patel. And whoever I mentioned this name to in Europe, everybody was looking like, who? Sardar who? Patel who? So that's why I have discovered that I should really dedicate the topic of the PhD to very respectful Sardar Patel. And I sincerely hope I will finish it soon, and that some kind of the product of the PhD could also be some booklet or something on the Sardar Patel. So
you told that in Europe or any other country no one knows about Sardar Patel. They know about Gandhi ji, they know about Nehru ji. How you find this character as you are doing PhD in this subject?
I find it very important to bring together different nations, nationalities of India to one single country, and so that this was actually, we all think that only Gandhiji did it, so that he was the unifier, but as I have discovered so far, it was the great work of the Sardar Patel and his endeavors that really did that in the field. So Um, Gandhiji and his satyagraha was very important. But I believe that for the unification itself, the Sardar Patel work was even more important.
सही बात है। इनका कहना है कि गांधी जी ने सत्याग्रह की शुरुआत की, लेकिन सरदार पटेल के योगदान को भारत में भुलाया नहीं जा सकता। सरदार पटेल उन्हीं की पीएचडी को लेकर और बात करेंगे, लेकिन आइगोर से कुछ बात करते हैं। क्या आइगोर, यू केम टू इंडिया, एज यू टोल्ड देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ डिफरेंस बिटवीन द प्राइमरी एजुकेशन सिस्टम बिटवीन इंडिया एंड योर कंट्री. So what you suggest is, you might have studied the present system of education in India. So what you suggest, how we can grow up?
You mean India?
Yeah, in India.
India, it's a huge country. I don't have any suggestion because I came here to learn about India is doing. So I believe that this nation building and self-consciousness which is needed in India, it's very important that one task, one goal that should be reached to collect all forces in India, I mean politically, on the level of society, and India is in a good way to become a country which will also lead the world toward more valuated system, so not Western kind, based only profit logic. So that's why we are coming here to see what differences, what changes are also needed in the world. So I believe that India is in a good way.
आइगोर का कहना है कि भारत एक अच्छी स्थिति में है, आने वाले समय में भारत तरक्की भी करेगा. आइगोर, आई जस्ट वांटेड टू नो, द सिस्टम ऑफ एजुकेशन इज लिटिल बिट बेटर देन अदर कंट्री इन इंडिया. यू बिलीव इन दैट और नॉट?
Yes, you know, in Slovenia we step by step developed our system, not from the state level, when we are occupied by other countries, Habsburg Empire and so on. So in some way we also have some dimensions which are equal. I mean, India and Slovenia, despite the fact that Slovenia only has 2 million people, 2 million only, comparing to India 1 billion. So and that's why so I believe that there are some aspects to compare, to learn each nation, particularly what Gregor said, this nation building, which is very important, and also to pick up and to be aware of those actors which are very important for both countries, particularly in the case of Sardar Patel in India.
So what you, as Sardar Patel is known as the Iron Man in the country, so you have studied a lot, I think, since you applied for the PhD, appeared in that, you been doing that PhD. So how you find him?
Well, it's rather easier for me to now read the books or studies on Sardar Patel, because what is important in my case is that I met the Guruji, who is from India already 20 years ago. So some basic knowledge, some basic experience, some basic wisdom I received from my Guruji, the Vishwa Guruji Maheshwaranandaji from Jadam district, Pali. And he's constantly coming to Europe. He has been to my country several occasions. So basically, this is my initial contact with India, where I have traveled so many times so far, which attracted me so much that for me that I got this constant endeavors to come again, to discover more, to see more, to talk to more people, to then eventually come to study Sardar Patel and his being Iron Man of India. So as I have pointed out already, it's the moral values, it's the wisdom that we would like to add to something which I believe too long time was predominant on the West, which is just educate for profit of somebody, educate for profit, and not so much for that everybody is satisfied, that everybody gets some positive effects. So we can't have only 1 or 2% of people in the world being rich or powerful and everybody else more or less suffer. This wealth should be more spread around because that's the only way we can survive in the long term.
अच्छी सोच है। इनका कहना है कि एक समानता का अधिकार होना चाहिए, 1 या 2% लोग ही क्यों धनी हो, बाकी सारे लोगों में भी संभाव होना चाहिए। साथ ही इनके गुरु हैं महेश्वरानंद जी, जिनके बारे में बात कर रहे हैं। पाली ज़िले से वो गुरु जी आते हैं और यूरोप के कई देशों में उनके शिष्य हैं। साथ ही ऑस्ट्रिया में उनका एक आश्रम है जहाँ पर ये लोग सब जाकर उनसे योग सीखते हैं, ध्यान सीखते हैं और मेरी जो जानकारी है उसके मुताबिक अच्छा भजन भी ये गाते हैं। तो इस भजन की भी बात हम आने वाले शो में करेंगे। फिलहाल आई वुड लाइक टू नो आई दैट how much your government is giving the aid to the students, to the schools, to the university in your country?
Our system is public system mostly, so also all levels are free of charge. So there is no tuition. Also on the university level, we have one of the biggest number also within Europe of students enrolled, generation enrolled in university. It's about 70%. So our students, our kids are very good educated formally, but we lack some ideas how to educate them more precisely focused for employment. So considering also exchange, we are part of European exchange. We have at our university and also in Slovenia about 10 to 15% of student exchange. So the whole course is also in English, it's international language. Otherwise, Slovenian is official language.
So what do you think that what were the things which you couldn't do at the time of your tenure?
The problem is, that when you are a minister, particularly in a small country, the space for your operation is not mostly people think you're not free and you cannot do what you think that's the best for the country. I think you can do in the direction, but the results are very small in fact. The sources in the country are limited. The people are mostly dedicated to their own jobs particularly, and that's the main problem, that politics also in Slovenia is not respected. So if you want as a politician do something good for the country, it's very difficult, due also to corruption, I mean the influence of particular interests which are not in favor of public good, and that was the main obstacle.
If I can just add to that, sorry. For us it's very much important that last year in the Indian government there was established a new ministry for Ayush, so for Ayurveda, yoga and other, because quite a lot of people in the West is very much now interested in Ayurveda and yoga, and for us it's not good that some people go, for example, to Bali for 5 weeks, they pay 5,000 euros and they receive a diploma that they are Ayurvedic doctor or yoga trainer. This is not good. This is something which is marketing and it doesn't have anything to do with the proper knowledge. And this is why it's important for us also in the education sector to have a counterpart now in the Ayush ministry, so that together we can set some regulation and quality control. So what does it take for the proper person to teach yoga, to teach Ayurveda in Europe?
Right.
What kind of education you should do to do that, so that you will not harm, you will don't do some damage, and that you are not just using it to get money.
सही बात है। सो इनका कहना बिल्कुल ठीक है कि आप कुछ पैसे खर्च करके बाली चले जाइए या कहीं भी जाइए और एक योगा का डिप्लोमा लेकर आप योगा टीचर बन जाएं या आयुर्वेदा का डिप्लोमा लेकर आयुर्वेदा टीचर बन जाएं, वो तो ठीक नहीं है और बिल्कुल सही बात भी है। प्रॉपर ट्रेनिंग दी जाना चाहिए योगा या आयुर्वेदा के लिए। और एक इस बात की भी सराहना करते हैं कि भारत ने आयुष मंत्रालय जैसा एक मंत्रालय भारत सरकार ने नया स्थापित किया है और निश्चित तौर पर इस तरह के मंत्रालय जब स्थापित होते हैं तो कहीं ना कहीं जो हमारी ट्रेडिशनल आयुर्वेदा है, योगा है या अन्य जो यूनानी पद्धति या जो भी अन्य पद्धतियां हैं उनसे कहीं ना कहीं बढ़ाने का मौका मिलता है। और साथ ही आइगोर का ये कहना भी ठीक है कि एक छोटा देश है, लिमिटेड रिसोर्सेस होते हैं, तो हमारे पास भी काम करने के लिए उतनी ही क्षमता होती है और उसी हिसाब से हम आगे बढ़ सकते हैं। महेश्वरानंद जी की बात ग्रेगोर कर रहे थे, वे काफ़ी फेमस हैं, यूरोपीय देशों में काफ़ी अच्छे से काफ़ी सम्मान के साथ उनका नाम लिया जाता है। कई सारे हज़ारों की तादाद में उनके भक्त हैं जो योग सीखते हैं, उनसे भजन करते हैं। और जोधपुर के पास पाली में ओम के आकार की एक यूनिवर्सिटी वे वहाँ पर बना रहे हैं। तो मैं चाहता हूँ कि कुछ भजन जो आप वहाँ उनसे सुनते हैं महेश्वरानंद जी से, आई वुड लाइक टू listen and the viewers will also love to listen the bhajans from you.
That's a good one. I can only let's say sing the one part of the arti, for example.
Fine, no issue.
Om Triambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarukam Yabandhanam Mrityormurkshirma Amritat.
क्या बात है, वाह, वेरी गुड, बहुत अच्छा। तो देखिए ये संस्कृत की भाषा में आरती का एक हिस्सा गाने की कोशिश की है और काफ़ी हद तक सफलता भी हासिल की है इन्होंने, खूब अच्छे से गाने की कोशिश की है। सो दी गुरुजी इज़ इन यूरोप एंड इन ऑस्ट्रिया। So how many times you go to for bhajan and the yoga and all?
Guruji has started his work in the West 50 years ago, and
Okay.
he has centers in every part of the world.
Okay.
His main center in Europe is in Vienna, Austria, but we have seminars, yoga seminar or meetings almost every weekend.
Okay.
So based on that, of course, we practice in our ashrams in our country. For example, the second largest city of Slovenia, just 1 month ago, we opened the second ashram
Okay.
of yoga and daily life. And I think to have 2 ashrams in one city is really remarkable endeavoring for the country as ours. So we have once a week, we have satsang. We come there, we gather there. First we have arti, then we sing bhajans, and then we either listen to some lecture or somebody has a lecture, or we what modern technology allows us is to have Swamiji TV, so wherever he is in the world, there are webcasts and we listen to his live messages. So the most important part of his teaching is that yoga or wisdom is not something that you read and then you go to sleep and forget about it. You live it and you adopt it to your everyday routine. That's why it's yoga in daily lives, because if you are not living as a part of your life, it's something artificial that you read or study a little bit, but then you do some other habits. But then why wasting time on that if you don't adopt it?
सही बात है। देखिए गुरुजी के बारे में इनका कहना है कि ऑस्ट्रिया में वियना में उनका आश्रम है जहाँ पर हर वीकेंड पर ये लोग जाने की कोशिश करते हैं। साथ ही स्लोवेनिया जैसी कंट्री में, इनकी कंट्री में, वहाँ पर दूसरा आश्रम वहाँ पर गुरुजी का खुल चुका है। एक छोटे से देश में किसी गुरु की इतनी ख्याति होना अपने आप एक अच्छी मिसाल है। फिर साथ ही इनका यह भी कहना है कि योगा को आप सिर्फ ऐसा नहीं योगा को पढ़ा देखा और सुनकर सो गए, आपको उसको जीना पड़ता है। यू हैव टू लिव इनटू दैट। एक अच्छी बात है और ये भारत की प्राचीन परंपरा और पद्धति है जिससे लोग निरोगी रह सकते हैं, जी सकते हैं उसको, और पश्चिमी देश के लोग अपना रहे हैं। धीरे धीरे बाबा रामदेव के बाद हमारे यहाँ भी ये कल्चर डेवलप हो रहा है। लेकिन निश्चित तौर पर हम जिस तरह से अपनी लाइफस्टाइल को जीते हैं उसी लाइफस्टाइल को अगर और अच्छा खुशहाल बनाया जा सकता है इस तरह के योग के माध्यम से, अन्य तरह की और भी कई क्रियाएं होती हैं जिसके माध्यम से बनाया जा सकता है। सो थैंक्स अ लॉट फॉर बीइंग विद अस बोथ ऑफ यू एंड आई होप टू कीप यू कनेक्टेड विद आवर चैनल इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो।
Thank you.
तो आज के इस बातचीत कार्यक्रम में बस इतना ही। सुनील जोशी को दीजिए इजाज़त। नमस्कार।